Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, my name is Emma, or Emily, who's to say, and today I'm going to be doing the stay at home book tag. Yeah. I'll link the original creators video down below. Also, this is new. I've never done this before, so if it looks bad, please let me know. If not, that's cool. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. The first prompt is a book that you could/have read in a day. For this one, I'm going to go with The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This is one of my favorite books. I read this for the first time sometime last year. I was really late in the game to this one, but I always had like an image of it in my head, and I was like, it's just like a stupid teenager book, whatever, which is kind of weird because I'm like a teenager who can be sometimes stupid. You know, who am I to judge, right? Also, it's not. I read this book in a day, and then I watched the movie immediately after, and then I think I started to reread the book because I was just so like enthralled in it. But I don't know if I actually fully reread it or if I just read like the first few letters again, because it was pretty late when I had finished watching the movie, so I don't really know. It was also a long time ago. But I absolutely love this book. It's a very short read. It's only like 206 pages long, which is not long at all. So I think it's a really nice and quick read. Very hard-hitting though. It's not an easy breezy contemporary, but if you're looking for something that's like amazing and will give you the feels and stuff, I recommend. The next one is a guilty pleasure book. Now, I just uploaded a video last week that asked the same question, and I used A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas for this one. But like, I literally put that one out last week, and so I kind of want to pick a different one. But I don't really have a lot of guilty pleasure books. I try to like be okay with what I read, you know, not judge myself. You know, I'm just gonna skip this question because I literally can't think of another book, and I already talked about that in another video, and so it's kind of just like, you know, also just trying not to feel guilty for reading what I want to read, you know, yeah. The third prompt is a series that you want to start. So many. I'm actually planning on doing a lot of videos about me reading series that I have not yet read, and there's a lot of them, and I was kind of surprised like how out of the loop I am on some of those. One that I just started reading was The Infernal Devices, and I'm loving it so far. I've only read the first book, but I just ordered the next two books because I want to read them really bad. But one that I am wanting to start is the Grisha trilogy. That is one that I'm very interested in starting soon because I have never read it, and I love Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, so why not? The next one is a book that has been on your TBR for ages. For this one, I'm going to go with Emma by Jane Austen. I have had this book for a long time. I don't remember when I bought this, at least a couple years ago. This has always intrigued me for obvious reasons, and then also it's just a classic. But I read Pride and Prejudice last month, and I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, but it has made me think about reading more Jane Austen books, and this is my next choice because I already own this one, so yeah. The next one is a book that you bought because of the hype, and for this one I'm going... Oh, it's over here. Hold on. Just like... Okay. Come on, can you please? Okay. You know what? This is the dust jacket, but it doesn't want to go back on right now, so... I bought The Guinevere Deception very recently, and I started it last night. That's why it was all the way across my room. Yeah. So far I'm liking it, but I did buy it because of the hype, and because I like historical fiction, so, you know. The next prompt is a book that you have learned from or has had an impact on you. And for this one, I'm gonna go with a new favorite of mine, Beautiful Boy by David Sheff. I loved this book. I thought it was amazing, and the information in here as like, because it's a memoir, but there's also a lot of information about meth and other drugs and addiction and stuff like that. And I thought it was just really interesting, and it was like good information to know, I guess. It also did have an impact on me. It's one of my new favorite books. So yeah, I am planning on doing a book review on this later this month. So hopefully I'll be able to articulate all of my thoughts better. But yeah, this definitely had an impact. The next prompt is a book that you were gifted. My friend just moved to a new apartment and she sent me a bunch of books that she didn't want anymore. So I'll just pick one of those out. So one of the books that she sent me was Boys and Girls Like You and Me by Erin Kyle. This is a book full of different short stories, and I've only read 2 so far, but they are very heavy and hard-hitting, and yeah, they're not light, I guess. But I did really like them. I was just really sad, and so I don't want to read them anymore. But I will probably continue on with it. One, because it's short and it won't be too difficult, except for the subject matter might be a little bit difficult. But yeah. The next prompt is something that you're doing for self-care. And for me, I was going on walks almost every day for a while, but I haven't done that recently. But yeah, going on walks with my dog has been nice. I've gone on a couple walks by myself and listened to a book. That has also been pretty cool. And sitting out in the sun has also been pretty nice. I don't know if this counts as self-care, but it's just kind of nice to sit out in the sun, soak it up, get sunburnt, because that's what I do. Hey, so sorry if the lighting changed. I realized the book I was going to recommend came out in 2019, so I took a pause and looked at some other books that were actually coming out this year. And to make up for this mishap, I'm going to recommend 2 books. The first one is How Beautiful We Were by Mbolo Mbiu. This is a novel about the collision of a small African village with an American oil company. I don't know much other than that, but it comes out on June 16th, so it'll be here relatively soon. Yeah, it seems interesting. It reminds me of a book we read in school, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Yeah, so we read that one for school, and that was about the colonization of Africa. So 2 different things, 2 different periods, but a similar sort of invasion type of thing. And the next book is Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and that also comes out on June 16th. It's like, I think it's supposed to be a sort of enemies to lovers sort of thing. It's pitting 2 overachieving teenagers against each other, and I believe it takes place over the course of 24 hours. So I like books that take place over the course of 24 hours because it's just kind of like, you're reading it and you're like, oh my god, this is still happening. I just saw a tweet, maybe I'll put like a little picture of it here if I can find it. If not, I don't know. But I think 24-hour books can be fun in that way because you can just take more time on things. Sometimes it can be annoying though because you're like, I get it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm all here for an enemies to lovers sort of thing, especially an academic enemies to lovers. Like, that's good shit. So okay, so that is all of the books and the prompts and questions and things that I'm going to be answering today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I tend to talk about books. Yeah, I will also link my Twitter and my Goodreads down below if you want to follow me there and see what I'm reading and what I'm saying. Okay, so I hope to see you guys soon. Stay safe, be happy, good things. Bye.